I want to thank you all for being here and for helping us pay tribute to one of America's most committed public servants and one of this department's most effective leaders. Now, there is much to admire about Robert Kennedy, and there is much to learn from his tenure as Attorney General. Even now, exactly 50 years after Robert Kennedy stood with his older brother in the East Room of the White House and swore the oath of his new office. Now, like many of you, I can still remember those days. I can still remember sitting in the basement of my childhood home in Queens watching, on our black and white television, the inauguration of a young, charismatic new president. That was January the 20th, 1961, half a century ago. I was in the 5th grade, and I can still recall my mother's enthusiasm, my father's pride, and my own sense that something exciting, something important was happening. The following day was marked by another historic moment when Attorney General Robert Kennedy was sworn in, and as I was told, after Justice Department guards initially turned him away for lack of an ID card, and I'm not sure if they continued to work here after that, he was finally shown to his office on the 5th floor of this building. That was January the 21st, 1961. Now, my understanding of the obligations of an Attorney General as a visionary, as a force for progress, and as a model for leadership had not yet taken form, but it would soon enough. Because just 2 years later, there was much talk about Attorney General Kennedy and the successful effort that he led to integrate the University of Alabama. This was an act of courage. This was an act that had negative political consequences. This was a defining act. It was not the easy or necessary thing to do. It was the right thing to do. On June the 11th, 1963, my family watched and celebrated news reports that 2 brave young students had, with the help of this department, stepped past Governor George Wallace to become the first African Americans to enroll in the University of Alabama.